Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to the latest comeback from Yena. This is Nemo Nemo. Um, if I looked up the accurate not interpretation, but translation of Nemo, I think it means either box or rectangular. Of course, being Western, I think of it as a fish from Finding Nemo. But anyway, so let's go check out Nemo Nemo. If you're seeing this right when it comes up, I didn't get any videos up over the weekend, which was kind of expected, but I didn't get a chance to tell you guys. I had a friend flying in. He's actually a friend of the channel as well. Which, by the way, we may end up doing some co-reactions when he comes to town on occasion. So let me know if you guys might enjoy a little guest star or something. But anyway, so yeah, let's go check out Yena. She's so adorable. Well, given the prevalence of all these boxes, I would assume that the translation I found was semi-accurate at least. Cute choreo. Uh-oh. Aww. So J-pop inspired. So upbeat and fun. Got it. Hey. Well, she finally got him to love her. There's still 30 seconds though. Like, what's going on here? Ah. Aww. Okay, so song super fun, upbeat, very like this would be right at home in a J-pop collection. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I actually thought Yena was Japanese for a while. But yeah, so the the translation of Nemo meaning square or box or rectangle is pretty accurate. I'm it may she may be using the word slightly because it seems to be talking about square here. And I don't think square was mentioned when I looked at the translation. Uh, so either my translations are wrong or she may be using it like slightly artistically, or it may just have a different meaning there that wasn't articulated well online. But whatever. The point is, it was close. So even here with the logo, like I like all the attention to detail that she's put here. Like she spelled out whoever did, whether it's her graphic designer, whatever, spelled out her name in 4 perfect boxes that make up one big box. Like that's solid. And I actually, until listening to the song, because I just bought the album uh Saturday, because the K-pop store I went to had a buy one get one 50% off all album sale, and I was like, throw it in the bag. But I didn't realize what was going on here until I just heard the song and saw this. But yeah, message wise, what are we thinking? Um, so I'll be honest, I didn't pay as much attention to the message again in this particular song because just the style of the song kind of took me back. Um, but it seems like it was a song about like so she has a guy that like the relationship isn't going the way that she envisioned it, for better or worse. In this case, mostly worse. Like she had this perfect idea that I guess she's comparing the box or the square to something imperfect. I'm not really sure because I always thought squares were considered perfect shapes. But she's using the analogy of a square and it being, having like the sharp lines as opposed to having the perfect circular form, I guess. And she envisioned this perfect relationship. I think there was a line that mentioned like this pink balloon. Of course, we know balloons are usually circular or at least rounded. Um, but despite all of that, she tries. She makes all the effort, and he actually falls for her. Of course, at the end, we get the funny ending where it turns out she doesn't want him anymore anyway. But it's not the point. The point is like accepting someone's flaws, even if it's not exactly up to what you expected, or even maybe necessarily your standards, as long as it's not something that actively hurts you. But yeah, let's go back, watch it again. This is a fun story to watch, at least, even if the message was pretty simple. Of course, again, also might be missing stuff and misinterpreting. So let's check it out. All right, so we've got Square World. Even the satellite is sending square signals. Okay, so she's this perfect girl in a support group. And all these different people are like imperfect people. And so she gets a chance to share her story. Okay, so she wants love. I don't know where the dog comes in. But this is supposed to be her boyfriend. Or at least the target of her affection. And he's holding hands. I'm hungry, so this looks pretty good. She wants to make him fall in love. All right. I don't know. What is D plus 959? I feel like that means something. All right. So we're getting scenes from the relationship. And like all these people are fighting in the background. And she's like tick-tock, round clock. So, of course, like she's looking at the clock. Time's running out on us. and she's unhappy. She's slamming the table. She's even in her even in her own cute way, she's being a really good actress in this video. And he doesn't understand. Literally doesn't understand. Then if you've seen the show excuse me. If you've seen the show Loki on Disney Plus, this clock reminds me of missed minutes. But anyway, also wonder if the time on here means anything. You're chewing on the ice cubes, looking at your phone. I'm glaring again. She's looking all cute. So now she's like stepping outside of herself. Like when time was moving, that was like what is. That's the reality. But now she's kind of like having this inner monologue where she's stepping outside, she's looking at and evaluating. Like, you're annoying. Why? Okay, so yeah, here's the part where she's comparing it to like round balloons and the pink romance, you know, the pink being the typical color of love, that or red. But she's using a lot of pink. We're pointed left, right, front, and back, so this is where she's drawing that comparison to being crooked and sharp edge like a square. Although I would think of a crooked square as more like a rhombus, but whatever, no one's asking me. If I reach out, so like if she were a square, you know, if one of her sides reached out, you would get pricked because the corner is sharp. Nice choreo there. So we're blaming each other. All right, so that's why she's saying like she's also like a square, but obviously she's perfect. Everybody else is the wrong one. Also, I didn't realize it at first, but this whole scene, like with the dancing and stuff, is still part of like her inner monologue thing, because it's still got this pink hazy filter over it, like the rose tinted glasses, kind of like this is the dream. Full of scars, it's really killing me. We're like squares and cranky. It's crooked, like. Yeah, and then like you see like this super happy couple. Of course, they're in box land too, but then the square hits, or maybe the filter gets taken off, whatever you want to call it, and now they're fighting each other. So not everything is perfect all the time, but sometimes you just got to make it work, and that's the there was the dog, and maybe that's the message of the song. Really, is things aren't always going to be exactly what you want. They're not going to be perfect. But at the end of the day, if you really like someone, you really love someone, whatever, and you want to be with them, then sometimes you got to make a few sacrifices. Sometimes you're going to fight, but you make it work, because the happiness that you're getting from it outweighs the irritation, the anger, whatever else you might be feeling with those negative feelings. Hey, stop. What's this? Some other girl coming for my man? So much anger in the empty chat. What happened before that? Good night. I'm up. How are you? So like she has seen all of these and he's been leaving her unseen. He did write her with like, oh, like eyes are open, basically, essentially. Like, I've seen it. That's it. She's like, what the hell, bro? That's super empty. So now she's gonna hunt this boy down. Hold on, you can't cross pass here. Our relationship is really dark, so she is comparing it to like a toxic relationship of like, maybe there's so many flaws in this relationship that it's not worth it. Now she's back in the inner monologue. So we've gone back into her head about like examining this. So even if you upset me, should I take a step closer? In other words, kind of persevere through the pain there. I don't want to be any further away from you. So here's like almost like the plot twist. You think she's setting this up to like love herself, right? Like, okay, we had this toxic relationship. I'm acknowledging it. And now I realize I need to back up. No. I realize I don't want to be any further from you. So screw it. I'm going to push through. Oh, sad Yena. So it's like, I'm guessing because I can't read quickly enough at all, and I'm not sure I could interpret this anyway, but it looks like now at the support group, there's now like a teacher to teach them how to make someone love you, or just teach you how to love properly. Maybe she was the problem after all. I was trying to read this here. Entire streets and towns turn red, green, and yellow. Each color carries a meaning. Red, for example, symbolizes love and fertility for a spring festival. Okay. But yeah, we've got all these different things about love, all the pink balloons, all the hearts. And yeah, I can't read this, but I assume it's like, okay, try this. So she's taking notes. She's like, got it. So she brings him a gift. And then there's all these people. But I don't know if this was his family or what, but she basically dies of embarrassment. NemoNemo sign. All right, so teacher's like, all right, here's lesson number 2. That, number 1 didn't work. Let's try this one. So, okay, got this. So like a makeover kind of thing. What should I do with my fussy heart? Heart wavers, hold on. So she's basically going back and forth, like, what should I do? I'm hot and I'm cold. I do want it. I don't want it. Whatever. But then she like resolves herself by the end of this bridge. I don't want it to end like this. So I'm going to, push forward again. And then this is really where we get the perseverance type of this, part of this message, I mean. So after she's resolved herself to keep going, she says, even if I get pricked, I'll reach out first. So, yeah, it might hurt. I might get my feelings hurt or whatever, but I'm still going to be the one who makes the first move. And then I like the game face. Like, all right, so she sees him. He's waving. He's at least acknowledging her. I like you, even if you're like a square. So that she's now accepting him for who and what he is. Now she's this pink soccer ball. Oh, hold on. Like a pink ribbon, I'll hug you. Because ribbons are soft and flowing. And, they can wrap around things. So, okay. It's going to be a hug for him. So she's going to hug him and show him affection even if he's not reciprocating right away. But because you're my gift, aw. I feel like if someone's not treating you that way, they're not your gift, but whatever. Okay. But soccer balls we know are supposed to be round, but this is a square one, but it's a square ball of love. Like a Cupid's arrow kind of thing. It looked like teacher's giving lesson number 3, and then he's like, if this doesn't work, screw it, it's over. It's GG's. And she's like, this is gonna work. I didn't even notice the anime crying tears when he gets hit. Oh no! Oh no! And now we got the boxy looking hearts. But now there's the ribbon. He has her ribbon and now he's in love, just like she wanted. Everything worked according to plan. Or did it? Now the world isn't as harsh because it has love. And he gives her flowers, and she's like, yay, and you're not a square anymore. But you're that. And he's all happy. And she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Absolutely not. He's like, but this is what you wanted. Then she runs away from him because she thinks he's ugly. Which is very sad. We need to normalize not hating ugly people. Alright guys, that was the reaction for Yena with Nemo Nemo. Like I said, really cute, really fun song. And my interpretation changed slightly as we got through the second one. Like I said, I think at the end of the day, this message is about if you actually care for someone, you have to accept them for their good and their bad. And sometimes that means overcoming your own standards and realizing maybe not everything's going to work out perfectly. It's not always going to be a dream, but it will be something where you can, I don't want to say force it, because that's, even though that's kind of what happened here, that's not really what we're going for. You can achieve your end result, your desired result. It just may not look the way you want it to. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you have any other comments. Obviously, drop them down below. Shout out to the patrons. They'll be right up here. Yeah, thank you guys so much for your support. If you're not familiar, there's a Patreon with some free content over there, and of course the paid content. Subs get access to things that we can't put here on the YouTube channel, as well as free guaranteed requests prioritized at the top of the queue every month. The link to the request queue is in the description below. And if you want to sponsor a request and get to the top of the queue, but you don't want to deal with Patreon, then there is a PayPal link down there that you can use as well. But until the next one, take care, everybody.